It's time for Quick Draw. Get out your tickets now. We're playing Quick 2, 3, and 4. Good luck!
Coming up tonight, a deadly crash leaving 4 teens dead on the streets of the capital. Meantime, the death of a man in a burning building has been reclassified as a homicide. And later, a young boy is aiming to change the narrative by helping his community. This is Eyewitness News, the weekend edition, and it starts right now. Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Devontae Hanna. Thanks for welcoming us into your home. Topping the weekend edition. A bloody traffic accident leaving several dead in the capital and gripping the nation. This as police work to figure out the likely cause. Rebecca Bain was on the ground this morning.
What should have been a drive home after a night out ended in unspeakable tragedy early Sunday morning. Assistant Superintendent of Police Demetria Capron says the crash happened around 1:40 a.m. along Shirley Street. Preliminary investigations indicate a gray Mazda Demio was traveling west when the driver lost control and crashed into a tree on the northern side of the road. The force of impact left the vehicle almost unrecognizable. The front end was crushed, the windshield shattered, and the interior stained with blood as personal belongings were scattered across the scene. Videos shared on social media captured bystanders racing to the wreckage, desperately trying to reach the young occupants before emergency crews arrived. Only half of the occupants were able to survive.
There were 8 occupants in total of the Mazda vehicle. 5 of the victims were taken to the hospital via EMS. 3 persons succumbed here on the scene. Additional information received is that a short time later, one of the 5 victims that were taken to the hospital also succumbed to their injuries.
The 4 victims have been unofficially identified as Diamond Stubbs, Dania Webb, and 2 other teenagers. Some had only recently celebrated their high school graduation. Others were preparing to take their next steps towards college. In just a few seconds, those futures were gone. Capron says every fatal crash is a reminder of just how quickly lives can be changed.
We have 4 victims, 4 female young victims who would have lost their life in this traffic crash this morning. And so we are imploring all drivers to slow down, drive within the speed limit, wear your seatbelt, because it's an unfortunate and sad situation here today.
Now, what's left behind of this morning's tragic accident is the damaged tree the car collided with. When Eyewitness News arrived, the tree stretched across both sides of the road, now leaving investigators trying to piece together what exactly happened. While Eyewitness News posed the question to police if speed may have been a factor, and here's what they had to say.
Well, we are in our early stages of investigation, and so we would not rule that out, but nor can we say at this time that speed was a factor. So once we have additional inquiries done, our investigations play out, we will come back and provide an update.
This marks the second traffic accident of the weekend, coming just hours after a single vehicle crash in Grand Bahama claimed the life of a 26-year-old woman. Police are urging motorists to slow down, stay alert, and drive responsibly as investigators continue working to determine what led to Sunday morning's devastating crash. Rebecca Bain, Eyewitness News.
Meantime, a 26-year-old woman has died following a single vehicle crash on East Sunrise Highway in Grand Bahama late Saturday night. Police say the woman was driving a burgundy Ford Focus westbound when she attempted to overtake another vehicle, lost control, struck the center median, overturned, and crashed into a concrete utility pole. She was transported to Rand Memorial Hospital, where she later died. Investigations continue. In other crime news, police have reclassified the death of a 63-year-old man found inside an apartment on Lee Street, Nassau Village, as a homicide. The victim was discovered on June 17th after police and emergency responders were called to a structural fire. An autopsy later revealed the man sustained stab wounds and burn injuries to his upper body, prompting investigators to treat the case as a homicide. It becomes the country's 34th on record in 2026. Investigations are ongoing. Well, the government says the long-anticipated New Providence Specialty Hospital is moving a step closer to becoming a reality. Minister of Health and Wellness Dr. Michael Dravo revealing that preparations for construction are now underway with final negotiations taking place between government officials and the project's contractors. The $268 million facility will be built on Papal Tract and is expected to significantly expand specialized healthcare services in the Bahamas. Dravo also noting that the project's workforce will consist of a 50-50 mix of Bahamian and Chinese workers as construction gets set to begin.
Bahamian people should start to see movement on that facility very soon. We are in close contact with the contractor and the Chinese Exim Bank. As a matter of fact, today I have a meeting with the Ministry of Finance as it relates to some finer details. And then once that is completed, we will start the necessary finalization of land preparations and then preparation for the foundation. Set all the committees because it's a design-build hospital. So the hospital is not completely designed. It means that healthcare professionals at the Princess Margaret Hospital and the Public Hospitals Authority will have an input on the final product of how the design would be, and it has to be user-friendly. So it's not a turnkey. Health professionals will play a paramount role in the way the hospital is designed and how it would be utilized.
Well, the government is also standing firm on its proposed changes to the Road Traffic Act, insisting the reforms are necessary to modernize the country's vehicle registration system. Minister of Transport Leon Lundy defending the proposed increase in vehicle license fees, which would affect certain classes of vehicles, while also introducing late renewal penalties and a certificate of title requirement for every vehicle imported into the Bahamas.
Because in most recent times, we noticed that a lot of the Bahamians now, they go to the more compact cars. So it was just about making the whole system fair, where you have a different class of vehicles. One class is below 3,000 pounds. The other one is from 3,001 to 5,000 pounds. And then it's the other one that we introduce now, electric cars, that'll be actually reduced to $125 for registration.
Well, responding to critics of the proposals, Lundy maintained that the new measures are about ensuring greater accountability and compliance, saying motorists simply need to follow the law as the government moves to modernize the road traffic system.
I think it's about them understanding that this new process is all about modernizing the entire system. And it's about getting it more efficient for them, because you're paying for your inspection. So once you come and do that inspection, once you're good, you're free to go. It wouldn't be where you have to now go on another line in order to pay. That'll be more cumbersome to you. So at the end of the day, it's about making it more efficient and making persons realize that you just obey the law and everything will be fine.
All right, well, a meeting is said to be forthcoming with the transport minister and operators in the jet ski industry amid looming concerns, particularly that of a ramp that operators say is long overdue at Goodman's Bay. Transport Minister Leon Lundy again saying that he's hoping the meeting will quell any concerns that operators may have. It also comes as jet ski operators move to limit fallout from United States Ambassador His Excellency Herschel Walker's comments concerning safety issues in their industry.
We have a meeting with the jet ski operators next week, and in that meeting I want them to express anything that they feel we need to do on our part to enhance their product, and then we'll work together to make sure that their livelihood is protected, because that's what it is at the end of the day, making sure that their livelihood is protected, and key point is making sure everyone is safe when they're using the jet skis.
Well, to stay up to date with stories like that, we've added another access point to make sure that you're up to date with the news. Follow the Eyewitness News new WhatsApp channel by scanning the QR code that you see there on your screen, or by visiting our social media pages for a direct link. And while you're there, don't forget to follow our Eyewitness News Instagram or Facebook pages. If you've also got a news tip, or if you've seen news in the making, call the Eye News hotline at 397-6397. And we also invite you to send your letters to the editor for publication on all of our social media platforms. You can send those at eyewitnessnewsbahamas@gmail.com. And if you're watching on our Facebook or YouTube page this evening, good evening to you. Please share your thoughts about today's stories in the comments section. We want to hear from you. But still to come tonight, there's a new sheriff in town, and beaches and parks teams are getting ready to be retrained. We've got the scoop. And later, the Cancer Society breaking ground and moving one step closer to a historic movement, or moment that is, in healthcare in the Bahamas. We've got more on that, but first here's a check on tonight's weather forecast.
This year, Island Luck Sportsbook sent one of their very own customers all the way to San Antonio to watch Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Knicks closed it out right then and there. No Game 6, no Game 7. Our customer was sitting in that arena the night the championship was decided. That's the kind of luck we talking about at Island Luck Sportsbook. Winners live here. Must be 18 and over. Island Luck reminds you that it's only a game, so please game responsibly.
Welcome to Paradise Premium Foods, where exceptional taste meets everyday convenience. Right in the heart of Hurricane Hole Plaza, whether you're planning a beachside brunch, an intimate dinner, or simply restocking your favorites, we offer only the finest selection of local and imported goods, handpicked for quality, freshness, and flavor. At Paradise Premium Foods, shopping is effortless, service is personal, and every visit feels like a treat. From gourmet meals to go, to organic essentials and indulgent treats, this is your neighborhood market elevated. Live well, eat better. Discover Paradise Premium Foods, now open at Hurricane Hole Plaza, Paradise Island. Paradise Premium Foods, taste the difference.
You're watching Eyewitness News.
Welcome back. This is the weekend edition. While staff at the Bahamas Public Parks and Public Beaches Authority receive new training under Chairman Jamal Strawn, the chairman says he expects it will not only allow for a comprehensive assessment of each department, but will make each of the over 200 employees more efficient in their duties.
A full-blown overview of each department in depth, what is expected, how upgrades to the department will impact the various divisions, and how the staff complement is not only essential to us, but how it will be expanded so that we have the capacity beyond that 200 to accomplish what we need to accomplish. So it's a focused, committed review of each department in their area with an attempt to streamline and make them more efficient in their duties.
In other news tonight, the Cancer Society of the Bahamas has taken a major step toward expanding cancer care in the country. On Friday, the organization broke ground on its new facility expansion, a project expected to be completed by mid-2027. The development will include the nation's first cancer hospice, something President Rochelle Wilkinson says has been a long-awaited need for the Bahamas.
Everywhere in the world, hospice care is available. Here in the Bahamas, we don't have it, but this will allow people to have that quiet and the dignity of, I guess, choosing how their last days will look, hopefully in peace and tranquility. As you can see, it's a very scenic place here, and we hope that that will bring some peace to people in their final days. Hopefully this will spring into something much bigger. And in the next 50 years, who knows what the future holds, because time keeps on ticking.
Kudos to the Cancer Society there. But as the Bahamas moves to address growing concerns over overfishing and poaching, the Bahamas Debt Conversion Project for Marine Conservation is ramping up efforts to protect the country's marine resources. Now, monitoring and evaluation consultant Jacqueline Chisholm-Lightburn explains how overfishing is impacting our waters and how recent workshops with fisheries professionals are helping to develop solutions.
We have uncontrolled and unregulated fishing in our waters that puts a strain on our natural resources, and as a result of that, that causes a depletion because we're not able to manage how much stock is being removed. So if we're only using stock assessment from what we're collecting on this side, we do know that fishing can put poaching can put severe pressure on our fishing resources, and we've seen it in a number of areas. These things indirectly they threaten our marine resources, and we know that our marine resources they support two very critical industries in this country, which is tourism and fisheries, revenue drivers for this country. So when we think about that, we just have to consider that this project will now help to inform decision making. It would also help to inform sustainable use, and will help to inform the sustainable future and of our marine protected areas, and hence our resources in return.
Well, if you've been to the beach recently, you may have noticed an increased amount of sea thimble jellyfish. While these tiny jellyfish are common this time of year, that is, experts are urging beachgoers to stay alert. Dr. Antileno Davis says their numbers should begin to decline over the next month, but until then, caution is still advised.
It's expected to happen as the water is starting to warm up. And yeah, the stings from them are super annoying. But generally, when you see them in the water, don't go in the water. And then the places where you will get bitten or stung most is around the edge of clothing. So you wear a swimsuit or something, they're floating around and they get caught on that edge there, and they will sting you along those lines. Just be vigilant. Look into the water. If you see a bunch of them there, don't go inside the water. And especially for little kids, watch them. They go inside the water and get stung a bunch. Use some calamine lotion afterwards to alleviate some of the irritation and pain. But it's natural in the Bahamas. So also you can enjoy just looking at them. They are very cool to see up close if you're particularly scientific minded.
They may look cool, but a sting is not fun. But coming up in tonight's Sunday feature, a touching story of a young man who's aiming to rewrite a chapter for young men in the Bahamas. We'll tell you all about it right after this break.
Running out of space? We've got room for that. Welcome to Skyline Storage, your trusted self-storage solution. Skyline Storage offers units from 5x10 to 10x30, climate controlled or standard dry. Perfect for home or business. Located in Westfield Commerce Park, Western New Providence. Your belongings stay safe with gated access and 24/7 surveillance starting at $175 a month. Reserve, pay, and move in online. No phone calls, no paperwork. Visit SkylineStorage.com. Skyline Storage. Storage made simple.
Once something becomes the common behavior, it is the common behavior. When you operate at that level, personal emotions simply cannot float to the top.
For the average normal person that goes to the store, things like that affect us.
They must be judicious in the execution of their duty.
Well, I think whatever the nurses want, give it to them. Hedges, you know, you just do everything on your phone now. You see how old he is?
Would be walking back that Bimini is no longer an island?
That's
okay,
not
because
what he was trying
because
to
he also.
say. Well, I don't even know what red basket anymore either. What do y'all people say?
Wealth should not only belong to a select few. At Investar, we believe the door should be open to everyone. We provide options for planning a better future. Our investment funds are designed to assist you in reaching your long-term financial goals. Let us show you how.
We all know there are ways we can help. Your help can go even further. Be an everyday superhero. Donate to Hands for Hunger.
You're watching Eyewitness News.
Well, in today's society where young men are often portrayed in a negative light, there's one soon-to-be sixth grader who's starting early in his mandate to change that narrative and support his local community. Our Janelle Longley has more in tonight's Sunday feature.
Some young boys love cars and trucks. Some love planes and games. But 11-year-old Jamel Smith finds his joy in philanthropy.
Every time I see children or anyone in need, it hurts me personally. So I've decided to do a give back to at least make their everyday lives a little easier for them.
And the give backs under his belt aren't ordinary.
Give backs that I have done or giving back to the fathers inside my community for Father's Day. I've also given back to the Children's Emergency Hostel. I've also given back to the A&A Home for the Elderly.
His agenda for the coming months is already set.
A clothes give back and a canned food drive and a water give back.
But he's not just interested in supporting those in need. He has other aspirations, like becoming a scientist when he's older and an entrepreneur. The latter he's already started bringing to life through his lemonade business, The Squeeze Spot.
When starting it, I thought it was going to be really hard. But when I started it, it was very straightforward after the first one.
But Jamel doesn't work alone in these great ventures. He has the support of his parents, who are still often mesmerized by the great undertakings he brings before them.
Well, firstly, my Saturdays are no longer my Saturdays. That is my off day, and it's no longer an off day. I dedicate that to him. The give backs. When it's time to purchase things, it's me, I go, or his dad will go and get them. We'll go to different spots and we'll sell his lemonade. We'll go by my mom, sell the lemonade, and we just do what we have to do. He just has a mind of an old person, and no matter what it takes, I will definitely support him and always support him.
Me growing up, I never had this kind of enthusiasm about anything like this. So for me to see my young son, my baby at it, coming up to do these things, it blows my mind. It really touches my heart to the point that it brings me to tears sometimes when I see him doing these things.
And if you ask them, there's a lesson in here for parents out there whose kids often have bright ideas, but you may not necessarily have the funding to support it. Jamel's mom and dad say, you'll never regret the sacrifice.
Whatever idea your children come to you with, run with it. No matter how small it may be, run with it, because we don't know what we're looking at.
Janelle Longley, Eyewitness News.
Thanks, Chanel, and congratulations to Jamel and his parents. But that does it for us in the weekend edition. For all of us here at Eyewitness News, I'm Devontae Hanna. Thank